Welcome to Sports Weekly Piped-In Crowd Noise, brought to you by WWE SmackDown. Here comes the big show. What a tag! This crowd is going crazy. Welcome to Kocosports Weekly SmackDown Review. I'm the huge butt Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, or Kocosports.net. It's where the world comes to kick ass. Your home for combat sports and where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is our weekly WWE SmackDown review. And Rob, hold on. Welcome back to the show that you did. Congratulations. Frank Elliott and Infantry have missed you. We did a little bit of a preseason run on NXT review. This is your show. You are the rock of our WWE SmackDown reviews.
You mean because I'm the most electrifying person doing it?
Yeah. It felt that way. No, because SmackDown was actually named after The Rock. Remember The Rock used to always say, like, SmackDown your candy ass? That was the most fucking white guy of saying that phrase ever.
Well, don't hate on The Rock, man. Don't hate on The Rock.
I don't hate The Rock. I just think he's the best sports entertainer in the world. People start saying he's a great wrestler. I just look at him. Really? Really? He's not even the best in his family. He's not even the best at his family reunion. Only fucking family members that live in Nebraska. But
I don't know. I think he's still better than...
What's that?
He's still better than, you know, his cousin.
All right. Well, he has... That was like the most vague thing ever. The Rock's cousin. Really?
Isn't Roman Reigns' cousin?
50 million cousins.
Isn't Roman Reigns' cousin?
Yes, I think they're all related. Like, I remember one time, like, people lose their shit. Like, fucking, like, Samoa Joe's not really related to him. Every other Samoan, yes, not Samoa Joe. Anyway, this had to be a record, especially during the opening segment, of just piped-in crowd noise. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. Whenever we say Big Show or SmackDown, we're going to add this. Because it's crazy. Not only does Big Show get to slap around employees, but he gets to do it even when they don't say racist comments and still gets paid over $1 million a year. I don't know what I hate more. The fact that Big Show can slap people and Albert Del Rio can't, or that fucking they pipe in music. I know it's sports entertainment. I know it's predetermined, but
what do you mean pipe in? I thought people were just more excited for him coming back than they would have been for CM Punk.
Yes. I mean, if Big Show legit got those cheers, hold on. Here's some more cheers from Big Show. He should be champion. Let's just hand him the title. This had to be a record for piped-in crowd.
It was so bad.
And the worst part is they didn't even like try to hide it. They like went into commercials and it was still cheering. And you know, I always tell this to people that are like, "No, you just don't know how it's fucking." Dude, whenever they zoom in the person's face and you hear them going absolutely crazy and you don't pan the shot, it is piped in.
Well, I mean, every time the crowd just like went crazy fucking over for Big Show, you could see in the background that most people actually looked really bored and were just sitting there like, "Oh, I got another 2 hours of this."
So, I Guinness World Book Records thing, pretend those words made sense. They have to fucking have a 2-hour show with the most piped-in crowd noise. I mean, you might as well have an empty arena match and just pipe in the crowd noise. If I wasn't lazy and could video edit it, I would go find The Rock's empty arena match and then put in Big Show's crowd noise because it would be more accurate than fucking actually what happened on SmackDown. All right, let's break this down. You ready to break it down? First thing we always ask: win, loss, tie, or piped-in crowd noise. With piped-in crowd, I don't know. I'm gonna let you go first, positive, Mr. Positivity. Win over the YouTube, because YouTube people are like, I love positivity. Yay! Mr. Positive, what do you think? Win-loss tie?
It's only a tie.
Only a tie.
Yeah.
I won it. Go ahead.
Well, all right. For one, Dean Ambrose, they fucked that up. The whole we're gonna have him do the other thing that no one expected because we wanted to swerve all the smarks that knew what it was gonna be, what the stipulation was gonna be. So we got you. Ha ha. It's like, all right. So you fucked over a good storyline to do something to be clever. Oh, okay.
Well, my thing is, you know, like they're like, oh, the internet doesn't matter, all that shit. I always find it funny that they're trying to trick us, but at the end of the day, their efforts in tricking us make it worse. I mean, it reminds me of a test audience. You know what I mean? They're like, well, they think that it's like, it reminds me of a test audience, but the opposite. It's like, well, they didn't like that ending. Let's give it to them. You know what I mean?
Let's do the ending again for a pay-per-view.
I don't know. I don't fucking get it. But the first thing that happens, according to this, I think these results are out of order. So if they're out of order, I apologize. But Ambrose names stipulation for SummerSlam. I don't know if did that open the show?
Yeah.
I just remember before SmackDown review, I was like, oh, I got 17 hours of SmackDown to go, right? And you're like, oh, fuck, okay, maybe I'll get some sleep. But like, let me just fast forward the commercials of Raw, the Raw commercials, the Raw highlights. Oh, I only got 6 minutes and a half before SmackDown is over. There was way too much Raw in this. Way too much. And it seems like they stopped trying on SmackDown.
Not only that, but we had to watch that goddamn fucking 30-minute long John Cena Brock Lesnar promo again.
And someone has to tell them they're not on YouTube or not on radio. Like, here's a trick, kids. Old school radio trick. When you have to fill up 4 hours of airtime every single time in radio, you'll repeat the same thing different ways for effect. You're like, SmackDown, Big Show. Let that sink in. SmackDown, Big Show. You know, and then you just repeat it like 6 or 7 times. The problem is, television, there's an attention span, and you do it different than you would do an audio show, or a radio show, or a YouTube show. Well, YouTube, they're like, I don't really do YouTube, right? But you're supposed to like cut, fucking edit. Be a man, YouTube. Don't fucking, I'm gonna cut, skip. Fuck you, YouTube. Anyway.
Tell YouTube how you really feel.
Anyway, but in radio, repeating the same line works because look at Jim Rome. Look, you know what I mean? It's just the way radio works. In television, it's a different form. It's a different format. And I think the John Cena ad is perfect for radio. I think it's the worst fucking television ad in a really long time. Who the fuck do you think you are, Wrestle AM? How many times does Brock Lesnar say the same thing? 26 fucking times.
I liked it actually. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, you know, this is pretty good build up for a John Cena match. And then as time went on, and I had to see it 9 more times this week, I was like, you know, I'm starting to hate Brock Lesnar and John Cena.
Yeah, they're gonna do that to you. And the whole thing is, John Cena's not even showing up that live that much. But it's so sad. Look at this. Dixie Carter went through a fucking table and it's done more for her company than you have. You fucking, all you do is bark at your fucking pets. Let's be completely honest. What is SummerSlam? What is SummerSlam at its fucking barest, fucking down to the nitty gritty? It is
Daniel Bryan's return?
No, it's the boss's daughter and the boss's pet getting all the airtime and fucking hype up. This is not Stephanie McMahon's Sweet 16 party. This is fucking SummerSlam.
You're right. If it was her Sweet 16 party, Macho Man would be there with a condom.
So Ambrose names stipulation. Oh, let's talk our MVPs. Our MVP. Well, we'll say
that's weekend review. Weekend reviews the MVPs. Damn it.
I apologize. -10 for me. But I think this one thing SmackDown has done for me is, without a doubt, not even close, Ambrose is the biggest, most talented star of the Shield. It's not even close anymore.
Oh, yeah, no.
Before I was like, oh, it could be Seth Rollins. Oh, well, fucking Rock's cousin is going to be the next Golden Boy. No. Ambrose is fucking hitting home run after fucking home run. And in this show, he hit a home run with his promo, and he hit a home run with actually making Randy Orton look like he could be a professional wrestler. I honestly think, sometimes it just hits you, and I'm just like, dude, Seth Rollins and fucking Roman Reigns, not even in the same ballpark anymore. Like, not even close.
No, dude, you can't compete with the Titty Master.
No. Dude, his promo was amazing. I like the fact that he teased it, he went, and not only that, but like you said, everyone would put the briefcase up for bids, I guess. And he didn't fucking mention that. Seth Rollins was the idiot who mentioned that. Seth Rollins had the fucking dumbass line of the fucking night. The worst fucking line of the night. And granted, they might fix it on Raw. They might give the internet what they want. But still, as of right now, the review, worst fucking line. It doesn't matter if you beat me. I still have this briefcase. Well, if I was Dean Ambrose, I'm like, I'm going home. I wouldn't even have finished the segment. I'm like, all right. Our match means nothing at SummerSlam. Congratulations. Who the fuck? There's no way that was in the script. There's no fucking way. Matter of fact, you could pipe in for a Big Show, but you can't edit that out. I know you might fix it for Raw. You might fix it by Raw, and then briefcase might be on the line. You might do that. But it still does not make it the worst fucking line of the week. Worst line of the week. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Our SummerSlam match for fucking $50 doesn't matter because I still have the briefcase. And, well, you didn't mention
$50? No, buddy. In case you haven't heard, the WWE Network is only $9.99.
I feel bad. I mean, who would pay full price for a pay-per-view these days? I don't know. But anyway, we're getting off topic. I know you love the Shield more than a straight man should, but Dean Ambrose hit a home run with this promo, and Seth Rollins. Like, well, it's one of those things. It's such a disaster on television. This is what the internet is. This is why the internet should exist. We need to find out, did he just ad-lib that? Did he not edit that out? Or was that legit in the script? If that was legit in the script, someone, and I think this is such a huge mistake, that someone should be Albert Del Rio for this. You know what I'm saying?
They did let 5 people go off creative.
Well, I hope the guy who wrote that line was part of it. And if not, let's say Seth Rollins slipped up. He's not the best at the talking. You know what I mean? Let's say he's...
I don't know. I mean, he did cut that one promo like 12 times.
Yeah. He has one good promo that lasted for the last 6 months. But my whole thing is, you can pipe in 900 billion fans cheering for Big Show, but you can't edit out that one line. The fact that they didn't edit out that line means they thought that was a good line. And there's no fucking way. Dean Ambrose is hitting it out of the fucking park. Dropping sumo wrestling, dropping comedy. He's just hitting a fucking home run. And then here comes fucking... And not only, but why does Seth Rollins care more about the briefcase than the contract? That part I'll never understand. He's like, my fucking briefcase! Contract, fuck it. I forget this shit about the contract. My briefcase! But, he cares way too much about his luggage. But overall, I honestly just can't fucking believe they let that line stay. I mean, I could see, like, if it was me, I'd just be like, all right, I'm going home. Like, I would have dropped it right there. Dropped the mic. He's like, well, it doesn't matter if you beat me, because I still have this. All you would hear is, and then me walk away. That's it. The conversation's over. I'm
You
like, all
sound
right,
pretty
I obviously
upset.
don't know how to make money here. I'm going home.
That's why he's Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose is more professional than I am. But the fact that they didn't edit that out, but they put in Big Show pops, like it just, someone had to write that on paper. Or
They
someone's
didn't
like,
put
no.
in anything for Big Show. The crowd loves him. He's a natural. It's 1990.
They're still cheering for him.
It's 1995, and he's fighting the NWO. Everyone loves him.
All right, so the first match, according to these results, Big Show. Hold on, I'm sorry. I apologize, Mr. Show. Don't slap me and keep your fucking job, you fat fuck. And Mark Henry defeated Brian Maxwell, which, minus this, I thought was a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be on paper. Now,
Yeah,
it was nowhere near as entertaining as the audience. But it was still pretty entertaining for a bunch of big guys.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know. Like, I really actually like Ryback, so I think they're entertaining. Like, their promos are actually pretty funny, I think. And I kind of think they get underutilized, and it sucks they're jobbers.
Yeah, my whole thing is, this is one of those guys, like, when you write something, like, me and Rob are working on projects together. He's my editor. And when you work on something and it doesn't work out, you know what I'm saying? It's really fucking heartbreaking. But you, as a fucking writer / storyteller, booker, creative, whatever lingo you have, when it doesn't work out, you have to be man enough to go to them. I wonder if anyone in WWE Creative has apologized to Ryback. Because they had potential, they had the right spot. I don't care what anyone says. Ryback, both guys were ruined by creative. I am not a big fan of Ryback, but he had potential multiple times, and they threw it away. And I don't think they ever used, Mr. Perfect Jr. right. Ever. And to me, I just wonder, like, yeah, sure, they'll make Mexican racist jokes and get slapped and get you fired. But is anyone on the staff really fucking sorry when they fuck up someone's career?
Well, to be fair, I mean, there are a lot of indications that that's just a work.
If it's a work, and I've said this in my fucking YouTube or me and Boobs talk about it, if it's a work, it's by far the worst work ever. And the reason I say that is because if you're going to work the crowd, it's in bad taste. You just cut 55-something people, right? It's in bad taste. Sounds like a WWE storyline. On top of that, what's the payoff? CM Punk being a work, there's a payoff. CM Punk comes back and we shit our pants in amazement. What is the payoff? Albert Del Rio comes back? Hold on,
No,
let me
it's that Albert Del Rio joins the Angry Faction.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. I'm fired. So, Albert Del Rio, please don't slap me. It's not worth the payoff. It ruins WWE.com's credibility, which sadly, they do have a little bit. On top of that, it's a slap in the face to everyone that got fucking fired. Bad timing. And on top of that, is that the payoff is not fucking worth it. It is not worth it. See, but the thing is, when you lie, trick, cheat, and steal, at the end of the day, the payoff has to be worth it. Do you honestly think Albert Del Rio being angry is going to be worth it?
I don't think anything will pay off like hustle, duty, and respect.
So, yeah. But yeah, so there you go. But I think instead of, being racist, the WWE staff should be apologizing to Ryback and others. But overall, good show. But, dude, has to be a record for pipe dream crowd noise.
We only did one match. Not good show yet.
They had a piped in crowd noise other places, but as far as one match goes, never. never in a million years have I ever heard piped-in crowd music. John Cena doesn't even get piped-in crowd music. And the best part is, Big Show sees one kid. He talks to him at the end of the beginning of the show. He's like, "You're my best buddy." They come back, and they still zoom in, and they just get a couple high fives from that kid and leave. And then Mark Henry, meanwhile, the crowd is going like this. You just hear this in the background. You just hear piped-in crowd music. And Mark Henry is pointing like someone gives a shit about Mark Henry. I love Mark Henry, but no one's like, "Right at you, pal. We're good guys now." I don't understand how. WWE makes me so fucking angry with double standards. And my whole thing is, if everyone got piped-in crowd music, I'd be okay. But why only a select few? I think that's what burns my fucking ass at the end. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro.
All right, one more time, because I'm sure it's not getting annoying yet. Big Show! I always thought there would be like when he's leaving and they're giving high fives to a little kid, and Mark Henry's acting like someone gives a shit about him, and they're zoomed in super fucking close because they don't see the rest of the bored fucking crowd. I always wanted to fucking hear, like, recorded in front of a live studio audience.
That'd be great. They should do that.
Oh man, fucking. And that's the thing. And then next match, Damien Sandow, which according to fucking a lot of people are not getting buried because we don't know the term buried. All right, well, how about this? I hate using the word buried because it's like the word racist. Everyone sees it. He is not being used to his fullest potential. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Now.
No, I can. Listen. He's in the same position that Heath Slater was. He's a jobber that people love. Love Damien Sandow and his costumes. They always get at least a decent reaction. And look at where that got Heath Slater. He beat fucking Seth Rollins. Slater Gators 2-0. I mean, look what Heath Slater's doing right now. The one-man band really on a roll ever since that happened.
Here's the worst part about this show, which you're very good at sarcasm. And I honestly don't know if you tell the truth.
That's the truth.
Alright, if that's not sarcasm, -10 for you. Dude, this motherfucker had a great match with John Cena. Money in the Bank. Had every aspect of being an entertainer down. Did they like him in the back with his old school gimmick? Yes. Did the internet crowd like him? Yes. Did the casual / live audience / I only come to town once a week fucking audience like him? Yes. He had the trifecta. He should be fucking high mid card, just breaking into main event scene right now. He has the total package to be a WWE star. Saying, wow, he's taking the career path of Heath Slater is like, I starred in Titanic, and my next fucking project is going to be a Dave Koconis YouTube production. No, this is fucking garbage. And not only that, but if you don't want to use the word buried, let's use it. He is not living up to his fullest potential at all. At all. And I don't see the payoff. I don't see the fucking payoff. When is he going to turn it around? And I feel this, to steal a line from the greatest rock band, okay, that's a little overdone, but Green Day. To steal a line from Green Day, wake me up when September comes. Wake me up when this is over. I don't fucking get it. I don't see the benefit of it. I don't see, now maybe some people find it funny. I don't. You can do this with anybody.
I like it.
I don't get it. I just think he's way too talented. It's like seeing David Copperfield try to be a mime, on the fucking slummiest fucking ghetto town in the world. You're just like, no, you're David fucking Copperfield. You should be doing a lot better than this. And then Rob comes over and be like, hey, fucking the last mime that was here fucking ranked in $12.76.
Yeah, David Copperfield could be making easily that same sound.
Now, I just, when is this going to be over? And you know when I think it's going to be over? The next time they have to make cuts. I would be shocked if they turned it around before this cut. Now, do I want to see that? When does turn it around and he's not cut, don't come over and be like, you were fucking wrong. No, I want to be wrong. If you come over and be like, you were fucking wrong about Sandow, look, he's getting pushed, I'm going to say, thank baby Terry Funk. But until then, this is a waste of fucking time that anyone can do. You have fucking a great, great situation. A great, great talent. And a great, great possible main event. And you have them sweeping the fucking floors. It is bullshit. It is bullshit. But the one good thing, Sakaro gets it. And you know what? I don't know. I just feel bad for the Sakaro project. I'm glad Mystico's back in Japan, but it's just crazy. And no one seemed to be happy. Usually, Sin Cara would probably got a huge reaction being that close to Mexico. But everyone's like, we get it. You're racist. All right, and John Cena and Brock Lesnar are ready for war. We've talked about this.
Yeah, the 15 fucking thousand play fucking preview shit.
On paper, this match was amazing. On paper, this match was the greatest match humanly fucking possibly fucking imagined. In real life, good. I thought it was a good match. I don't think it was up to the hype in my head. Like when I heard Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler, I was like, holy shit, it's going down.
That's because they've done it so many fucking times.
Big show audience. Shut the fuck up, big show audience. We don't need you right now. It is going down. And then I was like, it was pretty good. I think this is one of those matches I overhyped so fucking much that if it wasn't a fucking 27-star classic, I would have been like, I mean, I don't know. Do you ever do that? Do you ever overhype a match so much that even when it's good, you're just like, yeah. In my head.
Every time Roman Reigns is in one.
What's that?
Every pay-per-view Roman Reigns has been in as a singles performer.
Gotcha. Seth Rollins defeats Dolph Ziggler. I thought the match was really good. Match of the night, even though Ambrose and Orton had a really close one. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, one of the matches of the night. I'm going to say match of the night just because I hate Randy Orton. I don't think that's fair for a main event. But, I don't know, I just overhyped it in my head. You know what I mean? This was the type of match I actually put Facebook and Skype and all my social medias down for. I'm like, hold on, whoa. I need to pay attention to this shit. I thought at times it was a bit slow, but then again, I'm Mr. Dragon Gate / let's do this shit at 800 miles per hour. What were your thoughts? Did you overhype it? Did you think it was good? What were your thoughts on Seth Rollins?
I'm mostly just kind of tired of seeing Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler. It's like ever since they had that first really fucking amazing match, they've just been trying to recreate it.
Yeah. It was a bit tough. So, dude, that first match was amazing. But the thing is, it's so, I don't know. It just makes me mad at WWE. Let's cheer it up. But I thought this was match of the night. Did you think this was match of the night, or did you think the Ambrose one was?
Ambrose. Hands down.
I'm going to say this one. Both of them were really good matches. They were the only thing worth watching on SmackDown.
Well, no, it's only natural that you would pick Seth Rollins. Though I will say, my favorite part of that whole matchup, was him walking in on Dolph Ziggler talking shit, and then Dolph Ziggler just making fun of his shitty superhero costume.
Yeah, all right, Fran Yelly, and we got some live comments. Let's go to some live comments. Sorry about waiting. We thought this was an NXT review. NXT reviewers don't get any live comments, so we were a little confused. We did NXT and then SmackDown. Fran Yelly says, Rob is back. Yeah, welcome back. Fran Yelly's your biggest fan. He really is.
I always thought you were my biggest fan. I'm a little upset that you are just giving up that title.
You're like the guy. You're like the. Well, I don't want to open myself to gay jokes. So let's go, girl. You're like the girl that your first 2 or 3 dates are the most amazing first 3 dates ever. But by the second month, you're like, Will it ever be that good again? Let me just ride it out to find out.
You seem really upset that I left the show temporarily to go work on securing our venue for the Turkey Bowl.
Well, you know what? I just don't think there's money in the Turkey Bowl. No. All right, let's answer some questions. Brady Ellie says, "Are the details of ADR Albert Del Rio's incident available? What happened?" Basically, someone in social media, and I don't have his name, someone on social media made a racist comment about Del Rio. Del Rio, it got back to Del Rio.
This is the alleged.
Yeah. The legend, it's the internet reports here. But basically someone said, hey, clean your plates. And this cocksucker who fucking still has a job, but big shit. But this cocksucker basically went, hey, and I'm one of those guys that, hey, I've pushed the envelope. This is kind of dick, especially since he's not there. I don't know. My whole thing is, if you're going to say a racist bullshit comment, make sure you say it in front of him. I don't know. I just think if you're going to make a racist bullshit comment and it's behind the guy's back, he deserved to get smacked. Well, the guy, basically, someone told the guy, hey, clean your dishes. And he said, oh, that's Albert Del Rio's job, being pure racist. And Del Rio got back to Del Rio, and Del Rio got pissed, and he said, hey, did you fucking say this about me? And all he did was smirk. So Del Rio slapped him. And they fired Del Rio and made him look bad because of Triple H's buddy. But what makes me angry about the whole fucking situation, no one was racist towards Big Show. Big Show fucking assaulted, because, that word is so fucking it's more sensitive. Dude, if being slapped in the face, is that being assaulted? I don't know. But Big Show assaulted someone because he was angry and tired, and Triple H laughed about it. So,
okay, so I do feel something has...
What's that?
Something has to be pointed out. That's story version 1. Version 2 that I've also heard a couple times at this point is that what happened was Del Rio was actually leaving a mess himself. And the guy said, hey, you need to clean up after yourself. And then Del Rio just walked out. And then later Del Rio confronted him about having started anything with him and slapped him.
Oh, that's bullshit, dude. That doesn't even fucking make sense.
Dude, that sounds more believable.
No way!
As to why they wouldn't have fired him.
God, that sounds like a PR fucking nightmare fucking cover-up story.
Dude, there's no way they wouldn't have fired the guy if he really did.
Let's analyze this story. Let's fucking be detectives. Let's put on our fucking Scooby-Doo caps. You ready? Why wouldn't Del Rio, who has a fucking attitude problem, has thrown down before, why wouldn't he have just slapped him in front of everybody?
Maybe he felt like handling it later.
PR. It is PR bullshit.
Why wouldn't they have just fired the guy making racist comments?
No. The first story might not be true. The first story might not be true. I am willing to do it. The second story is definitely not true. There's no fucking way that's true.
Could be true. You don't know.
That is no. That is, oh fuck, let's fucking cover our ass PR-wise. There's no fucking way that story is true. None. Are you telling me Albert Del Rio?
That story is as true as Daniel Bryan's shoulder.
Yeah. All right. All I'm saying is the first story might not be true. The second story is a press release. There's no fucking way that second story is true. Never in a million years.
You're not sure.
Look how the tone is. Well, you see what happened was he was making a mess, and I politely asked him to clean it. Like, shut the fuck up. Just, no. That is such a PR bull. I don't know. Maybe I've been a school teacher way too long, but I just fucking... Nope, that's not true. Like, you just get a sixth sense. The first story might be a lie. I'm not 100% sure that's true. But I am guaranteeing, I am willing to bet my lemon tea fucking on this one here. There's no way that's true. I would be willing to fucking, if I worked for WWE, I'd be willing to put up my job saying that's not true. There's no fucking way that story is true. That is a PR fucking move. It is bullshit. It is pure fucking bullshit. Now, the first story might not be true. I'm not fucking saying that's 100% true. But I know the second story isn't true. You know what I mean? There's no way that's true. No fucking way. Why wouldn't he just slap him right there on the spot? Why
Maybe
would it be
because Alberto Del Rio's not that hard of a worker, and he didn't want to use all that energy.
And my only no, there's just no way. No fucking way. Because if you're bigger and stronger and can beat the fuck out of someone, why would you be like, oh, you know what? I've been insulted in front of everybody. I'm going to talk to him about this, and then slap him.
Because he's the nicest guy in the world, Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, let's ask the real Mystico if that's true. All right. Yeah, but basically those are the stories going around. And my whole thing is, I just hate the WWE for the double standards. Some guys can do drugs. Some guys can slap at drugs. Some guys can be racist. And if I was, dude, there's no fucking way they can have be a star. I hate the fact that you can just be a star. My dream, my goal in life is to go to be a star and fucking let Big Show be one. Big Show always does be a star. I'd be like, excuse me, remember that one time you roughed up a camera guy because you were tired and angry? Explain that. Be a star. Oh, remember that one time where you had a racist fuck get slapped in the face and he got fired but not the racist guy and you still got your job? Explain that. I would do it in front of dude. Hey, Terry Funk. Dude, I would do it even if I was a teacher. You know, like people are like, oh, you don't have the balls. I would do it if my job was on the line. Like if they came to Tokyo and I was still a history teacher and didn't have health problems, there's no way I let him leave the gymnasium without fucking raising my hand and busting his balls in front of everyone. No way. Some teacher somewhere has to be educated and be like, dude, you're full of shit. You're 8 feet fucking tall and you're all full of shit. I fucking hate being a star. I hate the fucking double standards. So what we learned, kids, is if you're white and friends with your boss, you can slap someone and rough them up if you're angry and tired. But if you're Mexican and you're about to be on your way out and someone's racist, you're going to lose your job. Be a star. The more you know.
Allegedly.
That story is about as real as Big Show's applause.
Pretty real if we're talking about 1995 Big Show.
As to the King, I think Dean Ambrose has no goal, just like Rusev. When he beats Rollins, there's going to be no progression unless they give him the money in the bank. I give it a win. It was solid in my opinion. So that's Mr. the King. The Mr. the King says the Big Show cheers were very noticeable. All
They
right,
felt natural to me.
Armando says Brock Lesnar versus John Cena 25 minutes. Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon 15 minutes. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns 20 minutes. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins 15 minutes. Paige, I guess he's guessing how many minutes it's going to be. All right. Mr. the King, if they give Ryback the feed me more shit, he'll be good. Everyone loved him, but they shitted on his life, and I must admit, the finish was great. There was a couple times Ryback had real potential. He never had talent, but he always had potential, and they ruined it. That's WWE creative. Ryback, are you friends with Triple H? You're white. Go fucking smack a couple employees. Obviously, that's okay. Hold on.
Needs to go put lotion in some Divas bags, man.
Yeah. Mr. the King, there are certain things you shouldn't make entertainment for, and racism is one of them. And it wasn't on TV. Why push it as an angle? I don't think it's an angle. And if it is an angle, it's by far the worst use of fucking angles ever. Like,
I think people just say it was an angle because of the fact that the Twitter actually tags Alberto Del Rio's work Twitter.
Well, yeah, because the guy he slapped is a bitter fucking bitch.
And the website even does
how he has his job.
And the website, though, however, also in the article, doesn't use his real name. It uses his work name.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, if it's a storyline, what's the payoff? Look like a bunch of fucking assholes. Congratulations.
What was the payoff to not having Ambrose and Rollins at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Know what the problem is? It's like going to WWE. Let's say WWE was a fruit stand, right? And you're like, hey, listen, Mr. Fruit Stand, I want oranges. I want 2 oranges. And they do all this fucking magic. They're like, boom, fireworks, and ha 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 ha! You look at this, we tricked you. Is the orange over here? Is the orange over there? I don't know. And at the end of the day, you got fucking strawberries in your bag. You're like, dude, I just wanted fucking oranges. But did you fucking deliver the oranges? You didn't have to lie, cheat, and steal, you know. I don't know, I just picture, like, and to go even further, I picture, like, I'd like some oranges to be fruit stands. And they're like, well, let me tell you something. This orange is fucking worth $8 trillion. It's the greatest orange ever. Here's some strawberries. It's like, what the fuck? What? Like, it's almost got to the point, and I described it as this. My daughter just turned teenager, and she's getting into lying. She just, like, this summer, she's been outrageous lying. She's like, oh, I can lie? And I remember I was at the, I told the story at the Albert Arena, so I apologize if you heard it a second time, but I was at the subway, and my daughter breaks her hat, and I look at her, I'm like, why'd you break your hat? And she looked at me and goes, I didn't break it, Max broke it. Max was literally 2 hours away from her. And I was like, you go to the most private schools in the world, and that is the lie you come up with? And not only am I disappointed that you lied, but it was such a horrible lie. That feeling I had with my daughter in the fucking sub waiting for that train is the same feeling I have if this is a movie. Like, you can lie about anything, and this is what you choose to trick us with?
Well, I mean, she does end up marrying John Cena, so...
I hope not. You and your fucking time machine.
It's gonna happen, bro.
BGC Fan 17 says, what do you guys think needs to happen after SummerSlam? Oh, man. This is a fucking loaded question. I just think we need the oranges. That's it. We don't need fucking trickery. We don't need to just deliver the fucking oranges.
Well, with Daniel Bryan having returned to the pay-per-view, I feel it's only right that we start his climb toward the title.
Yeah. I don't know. I just hope that John Cena takes the back seat to go do movies. Brock Lesnar shows up a little more than average, and while John Cena is doing movies and not Big Show, I got Big Show on the brain, and Brock Lesnar is kind of doing the part-time fucking thing, I hope that's when they rebuild the mid-card and start bringing them up to the main events. I hope from after SummerSlam. I hope SummerSlam is like John Cena's last hurrah, and for a while at least. You know it's not going to be his last hurrah, but like take a break and just try to rebuild. Try to bring up some NXT guys. Let other guys carry the ball. And
You need to take breaks when you have hustle, duty, and respect.
I think Seth Rollins is going to be pushed more than any man possible after SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam is going to be this. Not Seth Rollins, I'm sorry, Roman Reigns. I think as soon as SummerSlam's over, Roman Reigns is going to be on every segment ever. I could be.
With Triple H.
BGC Fan 17 what happened with the Big Show fight? Basically, some guy asked him to do something, and he got pissed and assaulted him. Now, granted, we're using the word assaulted very loosely, but that's the word they used in the story. And he sued WWE, and Triple H laughed and said, oh, you should use that passion in your promo. And Big Show's response was, oh, no, I was legit angry. And, of course, their PR story was he was just joking. So that was it. It was basically the same thing that Del Rio did, only a lot quicker, and he's white and has friends in the right place. Let's be completely honest. Alright, let's see. BGC Fan 17 says, off topic, what are your 3 top Divas storylines?
Are there even 3 storylines going for the Divas?
I think of all time. I hope of all time. I hope.
Number 1, AJ Lee and Paige.
Mickey James, Trish, Molly Holly, Victoria. I'm trying to think. Lita and Trish did good, but I don't know if it was a storyline as much of holy shit, women can actually wrestle on the main stage type thing.
With Tess Mocker in her shorts.
Yeah, I don't think that's a storyline.
That's the best goddamn story I've ever seen.
So I don't know. This one got a lot of heat, and it's not good, but I remember it. It's Tori Wilson and her father. Obviously, if you go ECW, Tommy Dreamer with the threesome was good, but I don't know if you would count that as a diva storyline. I really like Mickey James, Trish Stratus. I think that's really memorable, and I thought both of them really starred in it. I think it fizzled out, but while it was going on, it was amazing. So yeah, that's off the top of my head. There's probably a major one that I'm thinking about, but Molly Holly Victoria was really good. Trish and Mickey James is really good. And just for remembering, like a lot of people don't remember it fondly. Like people are like that fucking sucked when Tori Wilson hurt that. For some reason, I can always remember it. So there's that. I guess in some ways, even if the story sucks, if you remember it this many years out, you know what I mean? And it's not like it was, Triple H in a cane mask humping a mannequin in a coffin. Nobody cares about Del Boring. If anything, I'd believe he slapped someone that's all, but nobody knows how hard, how many times, and it did anything else. And that's true. Mr. The King is known that. I don't know the whole story, but I do know if he was white and friends with Triple H, he was still on the job. And you can be like, oh no, Dave, you're fucking full of shit. Dude, it's hard. The reason why, there's the thing. Once you're deemed a racist, it's hard to shake that because you have a history of being a racist. But the problem is, back in the day, before mainstream media and people that disagree, mainstream media and political parties have lowered the word crazy, stupid, logic, and racist. Because back in the day, maybe 10 years ago, those words meant something. And if someone deemed you a racist 5, 10 years ago, it was a big deal. But thanks to mainstream media and political parties and pundits and attacking each other, the word crazy, stupid, logic, and racist really means nothing anymore. But my whole thing is WWE has a track record of being racist. That's why people get pissed off. I get so angry when people defend WWE finally. Like, oh, they won't mess up Kenta. Look, they did it with Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, and yeah, those guys have a lot more in common than just ring ability. So, do you have any stories about working in the business? I have a million stories. I don't know. If you want, I can tell a story. I'm trying to. All right, here's a funny story. I'll tell a story with a bunch of lower talent guys, but it's pretty fucking funny.
Tell about the time that you wrestled Martin Marvel.
No, I never wrestled Martin Marvel. I had one match in front of my kids. Fucking Joshua Masters fucked that up. You want to hear the story about my one match? Is that the one you want me to tell? All right. Do it. Wait, I never wanted to be in front of the camera. I always wanted to be creative. And my kids are like, hey, why don't you wrestle? And in the Marine Corps, I broke my neck, back. I just fucked up my shit, concussion. So I could never be a wrestler. It was just never an option. I don't think I would want to be. I'd rather be a mixed martial arts fighter than a pro wrestler. And I love pro wrestling. It's just, I don't know. You gotta be pretty fucking tough to fucking let someone beat the shit out of you legit, So, I'd rather be able to defend myself and stuff. So it's kind of weird. But as far as my only match, so we set up a ring and we're early. My kids are there, and my daughter's like, "Daddy, do you ever wrestle?" I'm like, "No, I just write." And Joshua Masters, bless his heart, such a great guy. He's like, "Well, he did do the Pokemon Challenge because we did the Pokemon Challenge, which was basically the only moves I could do, and then I would lose." And it was just for fucking shits and giggles because when you're 8 hours before, you're just fucking around, So I'm like, all right, the Pokemon Challenge is basically I spring myself over the top rope and do a splash because I could do that for some reason. And then I forget what other moves I did, but it was like really short. And then at the very end, he fucking kicks out and wraps me up for a 3 count, reverses me. So like we're doing a Pokemon challenge, and we do it. I do the springboard. I do my fucking moves, the only moves I can do, considering my broken body. And we go to 1, 2, and Josh doesn't kick out. And my kids see me beat this legit athlete wrestler, and they're like, "Wow, Daddy, you're a pro wrestler." And the worst part is, I am such a fucking nitpicker of fucking. I didn't even enjoy the moment right away. I was like the referee raises my hand, my kids are going crazy, and I'm looking at Josh, like, that wasn't part of the script. You were supposed to kick out. Like, I was actually mad he put me over in front of my kids. But that was my only match. And Josh Masters is a good guy. I wouldn't have fucking let me win in front of my kids. But you know you're not gonna have a problem when someone does something that nice for you and you're mad. You're like, dude, you're supposed to kick out. You're supposed to reverse it. So it's safe to say I'm undefeated. And sadly, it was a pre-show of mine. Like, it was just like, I think it was like 8 hours before. No, that's a lie. It was about 4 hours before my show. So 4 hours before my show, most likely had more fans in the crowd than a lot of these indie wrestlers who pretend to be real wrestlers. Like, there was probably, like, it's funny, there was probably, like, legit, probably, like, 60 people paid just sitting around and just be like, oh, well, it starts at 4 hours, might as well just fucking sit around, because, you know, we had beer and shit, so it was a bar. But I was like, you know what, I probably wrestled in front of more people 4 hours before an actual show than a lot of indie wrestlers who talk shit on internet things. But that's it. So, yeah, I guess that's this fucking stuff. Franielli, how is the Turkey Day Champ shirt going? Dave, sometimes I think Dave does not want my money. I want your money. And fucking these fucks at Kocosports don't want your money. Jerry's been working really hard.
Are you saying Jerry is the one holding back the Turkey Day shirts?
No, I will not throw my staff under the bus. But Jerry is doing everyone's job, okay? So let me read off the list of employees who are busting their ass. Jerry is busting his ass. The list is done.
I'm still waiting for my
bus, but you can fucking do the math.
I'm just saying, like, I'm waiting to hear my name still.
Dude, this is the first time you showed up for your own show in like 6 weeks.
Whoa. Well, no, someone else was the problem there, Mr. Scheduling.
Let's not fight on air. Let's do some more live comments. Let's wait till we get off the air and move towards the back before we Albert Del Rio each other. What do you guys think were the most missed opportunities in the WWE? Oh, geez, BGC Fan 17 was a great question.
I don't know. Renegotiating their contracts with fucking USA and Sci-Fi to make it so that they could have the goddamn network have both of their shows.
I think the biggest, and this is just money-making wise, this question can be answered, but I'm just going to add a little bit to Rob's. There was a point where they decided, hey, let's not be like sports. Let's not be more, it's sports entertainment, but let's not be like sports. Let's be more like entertainment, because UFC is more like sports. And I think they went the entertainment route, and it lost a lot of interest, and they were banking on making a lot of money. But when the TV deal came, if they went the route of sports, A, I think fans would be more happy, and B, I think they would have got a way better television. So I think that's a missed opportunity, but there's plenty. I mean, basically, WWE's mid-card, but there's a lot. Yeah, hold on. Let me tell Jerry I'm podcasting. Right,
do you answer Jerry exclusively in dick pictures?
I should, but no, I don't. All right, 3 more live comments, then we're going to break it down. All right. Mike Ashman, I am Mikey. WWE exposed themselves conspiracy or not. There has to be a cool kids club in WWE. Amount of green talent misused. I hope when the likes of Kenta, Devitt, Steen, amongst many other top talents. Yeah, there is a fucking thing, and it's just sad. And look at SummerSlam. It's basically a pay-per-view big-time seller in Brock Lesnar versus Stephanie McMahon's chosen person. You know? Almost, and I'm going to keep reading Mike Ashman's comment, amongst the many other top indie international talent on NXT that WWE don't have, Moxley and Rollins lost in the shuffle. Dean Ambrose Moxley is the standout star on the WWE main roster. And it's just one thing about being in the back. A lot of people are like, oh, what is it like to be in the back? What is it like? Oh, everyone has a different answer, but this is my honest answer. Disappointing. Just to see how much ass kissing goes on is very disappointing. And it's not professionalism. You know, in UFC, mixed martial arts, minus John Jones, most of them are professional, great athletes. So it's not. It's beyond. It's farther than professionalism. It is pure ass kissing. Like, I remember I'm friends with a former WWE star just because this is how the conversation went. I'm like, hey, what's going on, buddy? He's like, I'm not kissing your ass. I don't know who the fuck you are. And I was like, I like you. I like you. Because they don't know who you are, so they literally kiss anyone's ass. They're like, well, that guy talked to Steve Kern, and Steve Kern didn't throw him out. Oh, he must be someone important. Hey, can I suck your penis? No, Sheamus. No. I think that's
weird.
Backstage is just very disappointing. It's not about talent. It's not about skills.
Oh, well, all right. I think to be fair,
so what's that?
to be fair, they do know what they have with Ambrose. It's very obvious by how they're handling it that they know what they have. They're just letting him do his own thing, and they're doing a slow burn, and I think it's going to be a huge payoff.
I hope you're right.
Because there's no reason to rush through the Ambrose Rollins feud. Like, this feud could last for a good half a year.
I'm gonna use the line that I always use on doctors. I do not share your confidence, but I hope you're right. I just don't share your confidence, but I hope you're right. Branielli says, that was a pretty nice gesture by Joshua Masters. Parents should always be the heroes in their children's eyes. Yeah, it was really nice. I didn't realize how nice it was because I was a prick, but years later, it was really nice. And it was my only pro wrestling match. But I couldn't be a pro wrestler to save my life. But I'm actually thinking about starting like a segment where we just talk about indie stories or stories in the back, because some people find it interesting. And I even thought about writing a book, but I think I would just give it away for free. I don't think I could charge people. Like, you always see people that write a book. It's fun, and people should read it, but there's no way I should charge people for that book. We have other books that we hope to charge you for, but hopefully. And Tiffany Nicky asks, is Rob really back? ? Where are the Dean Ambrose Roman Reigns graphics?
This is true. I didn't do any of those at all. That's a valid point. I have no good excuse. There should be at least 15 Dan Ambrose on this. There should probably be an Alberto Del Rio, and there should definitely be a Slater Gator. Gator.
My favorite part about the internet infantry is we answer all the comments. They'll really put you on blast. You're like, why don't you do this? And you're like, well, the truth is, we're not very good people. We're not very good at what we do. Yeah, look at you. Unbelievable. All right, please keep the live comments coming. We will get back to them, but we have to finish this SmackDown review. We will get back to them. All right, bam. Let's see what happens next. Paige defeats Natalya. I was so excited about this match when the bell rang, but then I realized that was the bell that the match was over. Very quick match.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that didn't go longer. It was like, oh, we're gonna get a great diva smack. Nope. No, we are not. Nope. You guys got to make sure you have time for that 15-minute fucking preview or recap. I mean.
Yeah. I enjoyed the match, but Really, it was quick. And I hope this is the future. I'd like to see him go longer. But it
Dude,
was
that match was quicker than you if you got to put your hands on Layla.
exactly. You know what pisses me off though? SmackDown is their B show. They make these matches super short. You with me? But yet they're 97 matches from Raw. Why not just cut one of the 76 matches from Raw on and give these girls 8 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, that was the joke I had made like 2 minutes ago. It's good to know you actually listen to the things I say. You son of a bitch.
You know what?
It's
Hold on. I just thought of the dumbest idea ever. Hear me out. You with me on this one?
Maybe. You're a Marine, so I don't know if I want to sign up to the dumbest idea a Marine's ever had.
Alright, follow me on this. I wish I had video editing skills, but could you just picture like the most saddest person fucking crying? Like just breaking down fucking emotionally. Just fucking losing their shit. And
I got it. I got you visualized after Okada lost to AJ Styles. Got it.
Yes. If they had film footage of me breaking down emotionally, but maybe film footage, some stock footage for people crying at a funeral. that just put Big Show's tears over it. So.
I don't see why you're so upset about those legitimate cheers he'd heard.
Yeah. So here we go. All right, bam. Next match, Rusev defeats Big E. It happened. We've seen it. But can we officially say the Angry Man group is over? One is fighting a hippie. One is jumping out to a Russian. I am pretty sure the Angry Man faction that we were all hoping for was just dumb and front row seats. Did they just forget about it? Did they just drop the ball? Is it just on pause? I know.
No, I'd just like to believe that was really all they wanted. Like, they're like, now is when we take what we want. Front row seats.
Yeah, to me, I just thought that'd be... Oh, man.
I feel like it is that they just sidelined it to focus on hyping the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but why not just wait? That just shows you that all these people like WWE is creative genius. They do everything on purpose, every reaction. For those people out there, why wouldn't they just wait till after SummerSlam to rebuild this feud? They're not even rebuilt it to start it. Why even start it? And not only that, but like even Xavier Woods is like, we're not ready yet. What? What do you mean you're not ready? Don't worry, you'll know when we're ready. Dude, you're jobbing out to a hippie and a Russian and fucking you got front row seats. What are we not ready for? You're angry, you take it. What? I don't know. Do you think they did the storyline and a bunch of white nerds were like, oh my god, black people scare me, don't be racist, and they're just like, fuck it.
No, I think they just like got distracted or something. I don't know. I have no excuse for what's going on.
Let's live in a kayfabe universe. All right, you guys put on your kayfabe hat. How pissed off are you with your Kofi Kingston? Like, guys,
I'm not really worried about Kofi Kingston.
Well, no, because hear me out. In the kayfabe universe, I don't think Rusev has a legit reason to be angry. I mean, not Rusev, Big E. Big E doesn't have a legit reason to be angry. He was NXT champ. He was pushed to the fucking moon. He's having a pretty decent career. And Xavier Woods went to college. That's it. Like, his whole career is like, I'm angry. WWE paid me while I went to college. Sons of bitches. Like, I think the only person that deserves to be angry is the cutest of the bunch. Oh, I imagine there's gay comments everywhere. But he's just adorable. And he's
Damien Sandow.
Yes. But, Kofi Kingston's like the only one that legit has a fucking reason to be angry. And he's probably like, alright guys, you guys are jobbing to fucking everyone. I'm not even on television. Why did I join this fucking group? I don't know. But it was a short match, and I don't know what the Angry Man faction was about. Maybe we'll come back later. Alright, bam, bam. Main event! I am a Randy Orton hater, I think Dean Ambrose is the future of the Shield. I thought this was a great match. Dean Ambrose defeats Randy Orton by disqualification. Obviously, there would be no clean finish, but even with no clean finish, I think they did a great job with this. You, being our Shield expert, you go first on this. Break it down. Hold on.
I don't want to be the one to say. I'm not ready to go first. You need to go first.
All right, well,
You're the bus driver, man.
All right. I actually thought this was a really good match. I enjoyed it a lot. And Dean Ambrose, because a lot of people are like, oh, Randy Orton mailed it in. He's not doing his job to help get Roman Reigns over. But he got a good match out from Randy Orton. That should be a medal. That should be on I was going to say NBA 2K15. But NBA 2K15 and WWE 2K15. If you get a good match out of Randy Orton, that should be like one of those Xbox achievements on the bottom of your screen. And I think he unlocked it. He unlocked get good match out of Randy Orton. I enjoyed the match. I thought it was fast paced, and I honestly, obviously the Shield is going to be the stars. They're the future. That's a safe bet. No one's fucking claiming to be Nostradamus on that one. But I think this is the first time in my heart of hearts I'm like, no, Ambrose is going to be the biggest star out of the three. You know what I mean? I know Roman Reigns get the Golden Boy treatment, but I think Dean Ambrose is going to win over the fans. I think if Roman Reigns is the next John Cena, I think Dean Ambrose is the next Stone Cold / CM Punk. And not exactly, it's usually when you throw that around, but, the cool top guy. You know how they're going to have oh, that's cool. Special people and kids love that guy because he's a marketing tool. That's going to be Roman Reigns. But the really cool guy who's going to fucking sell T-shirts to their main demographic and get the ratings that they need to re-sign.
John Cena.
The real demographic is going to like Dean Ambrose. You okay? Do you need some big show applause to get you pumped up? I think
it's just, I don't know. I don't know.
Did that help?
It was an okay match. I don't know. I was upset there was no Slater Gator, so that's really the main reason this whole night was a tie for me. I want more Slater Gator, and every time you deny it to me, it's just not good. There was no Roman Reigns match, there was no Slater Gator, and you gave me a goddamn lumberjack match.
All right, down in the comments, please put win, loss, tie, what you thought of this week's SmackDown. Tomorrow, I might do a new show with Boom Boom. I doubt it. I might do a show later. I'm going to try to check the G1. Me and Rob are scheduled, subject to change. We are scheduled to do a weekend review tomorrow. I'm hoping I can watch the G1, but I'm going to be at the doctor, so I'm really excited about G1. If you have the money, please, it starts in about 2.5 hours. Please go to Ustream and pay them. It will probably be the last time you'll have access to it, and it's the G1 Finals, and it's going to be amazing. I do not get paid from New Japan or G1, but if you like in-ring work, it's worth the $25. If I can get back in time with doctors, I'll probably order it there, or I'll see if it's on one of the cable channels. But
it's not really worth it. It would be worth it if the guy who deserves to be first place were in the match for first place.
You're just mad because you're not going to win the popcorn.
Yeah, I am mad because I picked the guy that deserved to win it the most, the guy with the most talent. All the guys there, and he's not winning it.
I'm going to mention this on my G1 recap show whenever that happens. I can't promise a date on it just because I'm in and out of doctors, and I made a deal with myself that I would do each show moving up, but, little by little adding shows. But one thing I will say about AJ Styles, I thought he got Prince Devitt's spot. I don't think he should have been champion. I like AJ Styles. I think Prince Devitt should have been champ, but he went to WWE, but he should have had a title run before he left. I think him winning the title the first fucking time he comes out is an insult to everyone in the company, including Okada and Prince Devitt. and I thought Okada was booked horribly at Ring of Honor. And even though I respected AJ Styles, I hated him fucking for being the IWGP champ. But for the first time in a real long time, his matches in the G1, I fell in love with him again. I really have, and he really busted his ass. And he's not a gaijin who just got the spot because he just showed up. He's not that. But he's an actual New Japan talent wrestler. So, to me, AJ Styles might not be winning the G1, but he won something more important. My heart. He won back my heart. Thank you, Big Show audience. All right, last question. You ready for the last comment of the day from Tiffany Nikki?
Yes.
All right. You sound like your energy drink wore out about
It totally wore out.
like NXT review and SmackDown reviews, you're like, fuck yeah, it's going down. This, you're like, main event happened. My favorite wrestler of all time was in the main event. I did that.
Very tired. Don't judge me.
I will. I gotta go make pizza. So this is Tiffany Nikki. I don't know what your comment is, but you're the last live comment of the day. And we will try to do a Stump the Idiot, but I want to apologize. I want to personally apologize to Internet Infantry. I wanted to do a lot more shows. I just been in and out of the hospital, so I want to apologize for not being on top of comments as I usually am.
You heard it here, folks. Marines, weak, spend a lot of time in the hospital, not as tough as they say. Army, tougher than people believe.
For the record, the Marine is more beat up because he actually did work. And second, I'm a former Marine. I don't believe in that once Marine, always Marine. When I was 17 running 18 miles a day, fuck, that's a Marine. Me being a fat ass going, I'll get the mail tomorrow because it's hot. It's not a Marine. I don't believe in once Marine, always Marine. I did it when I was in the Marine Corps, and I don't now that I'm 986 years old.
For the record, the Marine only worked harder because he wasn't working intelligently or efficiently.
That's what all cowards say.
Hey, whoa.
Tiffany Nikki, let's focus, Army Dog. Tiffany Nikki, I don't want Brock Lesnar to win. How many shows does he have on his contract? If he wins, how many appearances will he make with the title? He will be part-time. I'm sure you'll see him more than you do now, but you will not see him regularly 24. But he is a pay-per-view draw. He is a pay-per-view buy. And if everything goes right to rumors, formula, people not shitting on it, Roman Reigns will be beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So,
except Brock Lesnar won't have the title because he's going to lose it Night of the Champions to Daniel Bryan.
Once again, your delusions.
He's coming back.
You know what? So sometimes I get mad at you because I'm like, it's not gonna fucking happen. But then you say stuff that I want to happen, so it's awkward. You know, it's like me going into a fucking whorehouse, and you're like, all these women are gonna sleep with you for free. I'm mad. Like, come on, you know that's not true. But then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I wish it was.
True.
But Brock Lesnar, I think, I don't know how long he has, but I know he has up to WrestleMania. I know that's under his contract, and I know, according to internet reports, that he will be making more appearances, but it will not be full time. And I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't hate John Cena that much, and blah, 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 blah. You know, there's that big argument debate. And I don't think I hate John Cena as much as other people do. I mean, I don't wish ill will on him. I don't wish him to die. I don't feel nothing that over the top. But
don't lie. If you were alone with John Cena in a dark place and you could push one button to injure him in a way that would permanently end his wrestling career, you'd push the button in a heartbeat, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know. Here's the fucked up part is, I don't know if this is from the military, I would feel better killing him with the one button than injuring him.
That's fucked
up. I don't know.
Up.
Is that just the military me talking? Like, I think I would rather have him dead than like in a wheelchair or something.
No, that's just you trying to prevent him marrying your daughter and beating you every year at Turkey Mania.
All right. But no, I don't wish him death. I don't wish ill will on him. Even though, if I had the opportunity to press one button and kill someone I hate, I don't know. The Death Note fan in me is like, oh yeah. Like, do you know Death Note? It's a Japanese
No.
comic, really popular in America.
No.
All right, the Death Note is basically about this notebook. It's really written well, but it's this notebook that a demon drops. I'm paraphrasing here, just making it super simple. And if you write someone's name, like Rob's name, you die any way you want. So you decide how they die. And I always am such a huge fan that I know it'll never happen, I wish that Death Note was real. I mean, I would be the wrong person to have Death Note in, because usually when I talk to Japanese students or Japanese friends, I'll be like, hey, I like Death Note, would you use it? And they're like, no, I would never use it, that's horrible. Dude, I would never stop using it. Like, the world's population would be cut in half.
Alright. So,
I'm a psycho.
And not hanging out with you in the apocalypse.
I do not wish ill will on John Cena, but I do have enough hatred that I'd rather see a part-timer like Brock Lesnar. That's it. I know it's not right. I know the YouTube-sensitive young audience is like, everyone should be happy and hug and.
Well, I mean, they're both part-timers. So, I mean...
That is true, because John Cena is going to be doing a lot more movies, so... plus, I think, business-wise, it makes sense. Brock Lesnar's pay-per-view buys, Brock Lesnar brings credibility, Brock Lesnar brings people talking about it that normally wouldn't talk about it. So, I'm not comparing him to David Arquette, but he does have some... Oh, Brock Lesnar won a WWE title. There will be people talking about that normally wouldn't be talking about wrestling.
Like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's podcast is pretty awesome. Nothing like finishing your podcast by saying, man, you guys should really check out a good podcast.
You guys should go look at Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan has a good podcast. All right, speaking of a good website, go to Kocosports.com or Kocosports.net. It takes you to the same place. Jerry has been busting his ass, so hopefully, you guys can go there and we'll be your number one source. I am really tired. I need to make pizza. Rob has... You needed a hot tag. We needed Boom Boom to come in from, like, the halfway point.
Dude, where was Boom Boom?
That NXT review, but you lost it, man. But I still love you. Is there anything you want to say, plug? The stage is yours. Here you go. Hold on. Before you talk, we need fake applause. Big show. Go ahead. The stage is yours.
If you want to see Turkey Mania shirts show up on Kocosports.com, you're going to have to let Dave know. Like, you guys are going to have to tell him, like, hey, I want to get a Turkey Mania shirt.
I just see myself, like, I feel like we're politicians, and I just see my political career go down the crapper. Like, you've just literally turned the internet infantry on me. Because the problem is, Jerry and no one else will do anything. If Jerry has to lose this election. Come November, when people say, vote for Rob or me, this is the moment. Historians are going to be like, you know why Rob won the election in November? Because Coco couldn't come through with the Turkey Day Mania. And I didn't even say they would be there. You started all this. Sir, you are a political genius. You are going. This is the moment you win the elections in November. Does it feel good?
I'm just really happy you decided to put the Turkey Mania shirts up on the website. I think that's great.
Even the Big Show audience is behind you. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate you making sure that my own beloved internet infantry fucking kills me. Like, I only wanted what was best for you. I don't have the power. You're that new young politician, all of them, that will lie and say anything, but they don't know that. They're just voting for someone new, and I'm like, I'm trying to get you Turkey Day shirts. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Buddy, I feel like you could make those shirts happen overnight if you want.
Vote Rob vote Rob for 4 years, and I guarantee Turkey Day Mania shirts. But my whole thing is, when you win the election in November, this is going to be your Gitmo. It's going to come back to haunt you.
No, because I'm going to have great fucking Turkey Mania shirts.
Of course you will.
It's gonna be like your face after it's been punched, and you just have the "you can't see me" like ring engraved in your forehead.
All right, I'm going to tell Jerry I'm going to lose the November elections if it doesn't come through.
Turkey Mania. Come see Dave Kotos get his ass kicked by John Cena, the greatest wrestler who's ever lived.
I noticed Turkey Mania gives you energy. Most of the time, Turkey makes people energy down. You're dead tired, and you're like, Turkey Mania? Oh, I'm going all out. All right, go to Kocosports.com! And with that, I am